James Reynolds, the valiant human knight, and Grimbold, his steadfast dwarf companion, have united with the townsmen to confront Malgathar in the Enchanted Forest. Their allies in this epic battle include Illyri Brightwater, a dedicated human cleric, Thorok Bloodfury, a powerful half-orc sorcerer, Lyra Windrunner, an agile elven ranger, and Tully Bramblefoot, a cunning halfling rogue. Malgathar battles Grimbold's hammer and James' blade. 3 of them remain steady.
As Malgathar, the Dark Lord of the Shadow Legion, engages in a fierce duel against Grimbold's mighty hammer and Sir James' lethal blade, the battlefield becomes a whirlwind of steel and dark magic. Each clash of weapons sends shockwaves reverberating through the air, while sparks fly as the combatants fight with unmatched skill and determination. Grimbold, wielding his hammer with unmatched strength and precision, delivers bone-crushing blows that send tremors through the ground with each strike. His determination to protect the Enchanted Forest fuels his every swing, driving him forward with unyielding resolve. Beside him, James fights with the grace and skill of a seasoned warrior, his blade flashing in the sunlight as he parries Malgathar's dark strikes with expert precision. With each exchange, he inches closer to victory, his resolve unshaken by the Dark Lord's relentless assault. Despite the overwhelming power of their adversary, Grimbold and James remain steadfast and unwavering, their determination unshaken as they stand firm against Malgathar's onslaught. With every blow they exchange, they draw upon their inner strength and the bonds of camaraderie that unite them, refusing to back down in the face of adversity. As the battle rages on, it becomes increasingly clear that neither side is willing to yield. Each combatant fights with all their might, their movements fueled by a burning desire to emerge victorious and protect what they hold dear.
Malgathar uses his magic, his one best ones, yet it got blocked from the recipients by Three Sisters' magic. All of his magics got blocked.
As Malgathar, desperate to gain the upper hand in the fierce battle against Grimbold and James, unleashes his most powerful magic, a surge of dark energy courses through the air, crackling with malevolent intent. With a wave of his hand and an incantation muttered under his breath, he unleashes a devastating spell, aiming to strike down his adversaries and claim victory once and for all. But just as the dark magic is about to reach its intended targets, a brilliant light erupts from the battlefield, emanating from the Three Sisters who stand watchful nearby. Their own magic, ancient and powerful, intercedes, forming a protective barrier around Grimbold, James, and their allies, shielding them from harm. Malgathar's spell crashes against the barrier with a deafening roar, its dark tendrils dissipating harmlessly against the radiant energy of the Three Sisters' magic. Shock and frustration wash over the Dark Lord's face as he realizes that his most potent attacks have been thwarted by the combined power of the Three Sisters. Undeterred, Malgathar attempts to unleash another wave of dark magic, only to find his efforts once again blocked by the protective barrier. Try as he might, he cannot penetrate the defenses erected by the Three Sisters, their magic proving to be an impenetrable shield against his darkest spells. Frustration turns to rage as Malgathar redoubles his efforts, unleashing a barrage of spells in a desperate attempt to break through the barrier and strike down his enemies. But no matter how hard he tries, his attacks continue to be repelled by the unwavering power of the Three Sisters' magic. As the battle rages on, it becomes increasingly clear that Malgathar is fighting a losing battle, with his most potent magic rendered useless against the protective barrier erected by the Three Sisters. He finds himself at a distinct disadvantage, his forces unable to gain the upper hand against the combined might of Grimbold, James, and their allies.
That Malgathar did another magic. Seemingly trap the Three Sisters, magic. He and James and Grimbold did the last bit of fighting.
As Malgathar, driven by desperation and fury, attempts to overcome the protective magic of the Three Sisters, he channels his dark power into a final desperate spell. With a sinister incantation, he unleashes a surge of magic aimed at trapping the Sisters' protective barrier and rendering it ineffective. Despite the Sisters' best efforts to maintain their magical defenses, Malgathar's dark magic proves to be too potent to withstand. With a shudder, the protective barrier begins to falter, cracks forming along its surface as it struggles to hold against the onslaught of dark energy. Realizing the danger posed by Malgathar's latest assault, James and Grimbold spring into action, their swords flashing as they launch a coordinated attack against the Dark Lord. With each strike, they aim to disrupt his concentration and break his hold over the Sisters' magic, knowing that their only hope of victory lies in neutralizing his dark power. But Malgathar is a formidable foe, and his mastery of dark magic proves to be a formidable obstacle for James and Grimbold to overcome. Despite their best efforts, they find themselves locked in a fierce battle against the Dark Lord, their swords clashing against his dark blade with a deafening din. As the battle rages on, the fate of the enchanted forest hangs in the balance. With each passing moment, the protective barrier weakens further, its once impenetrable surface now riddled with cracks and fissures under the relentless assault of Malgathar's dark magic. Realizing that time is running out, James and Grimbolt redouble their efforts, their determination unyielding as they press forward in their battle against the forces of darkness. With each strike of their swords and blast of their magic, they inch closer and closer to victory, their resolve unwavering in the face of adversity. And then with one final, desperate push, James and Grimbolt unleash a combined assault against Malgathar, their swords striking true as they shatter his defenses and break his hold over the Sisters' magic. With a triumphant roar, they delivered the finishing blow, their blades finding their mark and striking down the Dark Lord once and for all. As Malgathar falls to the ground, defeated at last by the combined might of James and Grimbolt, a sense of relief washes over the battlefield. With their enemy vanquished and the enchanted forest safe once more, they stand victorious, their bond forged in battle stronger than ever before. And as they survey the battlefield, they know that their victory is a testament to their courage, strength, and unwavering determination to protect all that they hold dear.
This is the end of episode 12. There are many more adventures to come, so be sure to return for those, and don't forget to subscribe.